What's up, guys? It's a very nerdy ginger here, starting off my new series, Mobile Mondays, or possibly Tanky Tuesdays. I haven't quite decided. Obviously, I wanted to do a bit of gaming for this channel. My PC's out of commission at the moment, so I thought I'd just decide to download a few mobile games on my Samsung Galaxy S8 and give them a little play. I'm currently recording this on the inbuilt game launcher for Android. It has a recording function that you can use. So yeah, let's see how we do. I thought I'd just do a couple of games of just the regular battle in World of Tanks Blitz. It's a game I've been playing an awful lot recently. It's actually surprising just how well it works. It's sort of got a kind of arcade kind of gameplay to it, but it's simple, but it's fun. So if you haven't guessed already, if you've never heard of the game before, you drive tanks around and you shoot people. I just drove into that guy. Obviously, it's a sort of smaller, much more compact version of the World of Tanks game that you find for free on PC. But I downloaded it recently, and I have been playing the absolute shit out of it. I'm not going to invest any real money into it because I think that's a waste of time. But that was a fail. I thought I'd sort of mess around with it, see how far I could get, because I'm quite a big fan of sort of militaria, particularly British military history. You know, it's in the name and everything. Very British ginger. So I thought I'd select the British tech tree to sort of play through. At the moment, I've sort of finished all the tutorials and I'm playing around with the medium 2 tank, the Vickers medium 2. Wow, I can't believe I fucked that up. That was shite. Sorry, distracted there. Yeah, so I'm playing the British military tech tree, and the tank that I want to sort of unlock at the moment is the... Wow. Good start. Is the Crusader, which is a sort of cruiser tank developed during the Second World War, and saw a lot of action in the North Africa campaign, sort of against Rommel Panzers. It was played quite an important role in the siege of it's either is it the Siege of Tobruk? I can't remember. I can't quite remember. I was actually reading about this yesterday. But yeah, it's one of my favourite tanks. You get to play briefly as a Crusader in a level of Call of Duty 2. You know, when you get a bit of Throwback Thursday there. And yeah, since playing that, it's sort of become one of my favourite tanks, apart from maybe the Sherman Firefly, or maybe the obviously the Tiger, the German Tiger. So of course I had to give this game a bit of a play around, see what you could do really. I realised I've just waffled for about 3 minutes solid there. Hopefully you're still with me. For those 12 people that actually decided to stick around, congratulations. Hopefully we can have some fun. Looks like there's just one tank left now on the enemy team, so hopefully there you go. Won the match. I did literally next to nothing. Hopefully the next game will be a bit better. We're going to do a couple of games for this. Hopefully you might see me actually, kill someone. So let's go back. So if you haven't played the game before, you start off with a light tank. For the British, it's the medium one, the Vickers medium 1. I also have the American light tank, which is the T1. At some point when I sort of accrued a bit of money, I'll start working through all the tech trees, but at the moment I'm going to try and focus on the British one. And as you can see there, I've got the medium 2, and I'm working towards the Crusader. So next thing I need to do is get myself the Cruiser 3 and start upgrading that. So what I'm trying to do is earn a bit of free experience, which is sort of like that gold star thing in the corner that says 553 in the top right corner, and that's the experience you gain from doing battles to buy new tanks. You have next to that button there with the sort of little diagram of the tank, you've got 11,237, and that's experience you can use for actually upgrading your tanks. And then you also have your in-game currency for buying tanks and things like that. Replenishing your ammunition, buying consumables, that kind of thing. But yeah, let's go back into another battle. Okay, apparently I've just cleared my... Oh, I'm on the medium one. Sorry, I did beg pardon. Bit of a mistake there. But let's go into battle. Hopefully we won't be the first person to die, or the second person, whatever. Sort of good balance of maps in this at the moment. I think Mirage is one of my favourites, alongside I think it's Fort Despair in sort of like the ruins of the castle. That's a good favourite of mine. So yeah, we're just waiting for everyone to... as you can see, it's a matchmaking system, so it sort of automatically picks players sort of in it. I'm assuming it's like a similar kind of skill set and puts them against each other. But yeah. So yeah, like anyway, as I was saying, I've currently got the medium 2, which is obviously it's a light tank. It's definitely not one of the heavier ones in the game, and you have ones in different roles, sort of like light tanks, cruisers. You've got tank destroyers, and then sort of like your heavier tanks, like the Tiger, things like that. And like I said, I'm currently messing around with the medium 2, see what damage I can do. So far, I'm quite impressed with it. It's got sort of quite a nice moderate speed, obviously compared to how I'm doing at the moment. Oh, thread the needle. It's got a decent amount of hit points. The gun is pretty nasty little gun on it. You can do sort of maybe... sorry, hang on. Oh, no, that's bad at it. That's bad at it. Back up, back up, back up. You can do maybe, with a good shot, maybe 70 to 90... Ow! 70 to 90 damage with each shot of the gun. I'm sort of cheating now, just threading the needle in the train tracks. So yeah, I'm having quite a bit of fun with it. I think it's quite a good tank. Obviously, as you sort of progress further through the game, you'll find better tanks that do better damage, better hit points, stuff like that. Oops, I missed. Just see if I can try and take this guy out. Obviously, in sort of like a balled out firefight against the heavier tanks, the medium 2 wouldn't last very long. So you've got to sort of try and play it clever. Sort of find good cover and take them out from range, because the gun is quite accurate, I've found. Let's see if I can hit the turret from there. There we go, first kill. Don't know if you can see me / hit me from there. Hope not, because T46 has got some pretty good firepower in it. Oh, there we go. So that's kill number 2. So yeah, I've only been playing this game for sort of like a week now, sort of getting to grips with the mechanics of it. Obviously, I know that I've got a long way to go before I can start upgrading to the heavier tanks, like the Sherman, the Tiger, I can't remember the name of the Russian one, the really popular Russian one from the Second World War. Oh dear. I think I'm gonna die. One of my favourite sort of mechanics in this game is the concepts of sort of shell deflection. Obviously, if you're shooting a tank that's got curved armor, sort of like a nice angular armor, the shell's not going to go straight through and it might bounce off. And I quite like that because, I must be honest, it's saved my skin more than once in firefights. Just waiting to see if I can get some backup from a heavier tank, because at the moment I don't think I can take that thing on. I've got 83 hit points left, which is that bar in the bottom there. 83 out of 385. So I don't think I'm going to win in a straight out firefight. There's four of us left against 4 of them. Oh dear. Just wondering. I think he's still hiding behind that rock. So I don't want to try and get out and face him, because I'm probably going to die. Just wondering what to do now. Oh dear. I suppose at some point I've got to get out of there and risk it. But ooh, I've been spotted. The problem is that my armour is very weak at the moment, so probably one good shot would finish me off, but at the same time I'm not going to do anything sat here. Try, right, so they've managed to get around behind us, so I'm going to try and fuck. Apologies about the language. Ooh. Probably not going to survive very long here, just out in the middle. Try and reverse up, let them hit my front armour, because it's probably going to last longer. Obviously if I turn my ass to them, I'm not going to last very long, because obviously the rear armour is not very strong. Looks like I'm sort of lucking out here really, and that they're only getting sort of deflecting shots. Oh dear, and there we go, they finished me off. So now we're just going to spectate our last guy. I don't know why he's facing that way, I'm sure. I think he might have maybe lagged out or pinged out or something. So yeah, so that's another game we lost. I normally do quite well until I start recording. Yeah, I got 2 of them that time, so that's all good. We're just going to jump straight into another game. Yeah, so like I said, I've been playing it for about a week now. Really enjoying it. Going to try and sort of work my way up the levels. Get myself some better tanks. I'm going to start playing around with maybe a tank destroyer as well. So it's sort of like the sniper of the game. Obviously, better gun, but weaker armor. So you've got to sit at the back and pick enemy tanks off. That Marder 2 down there, that's a tank destroyer. I actually got absolutely wrecked by one in the game a couple of days ago, and I think that was when I decided I would have a go with it when I get a chance. I'm not going to climb up the hill apparently. I quite enjoy this map actually. Mines, I think it was called. Normally, I think this is the first time actually I've spawned at the other side. Normally I spawn over in the other spawn point, and I sort of make a beeline straight for this little village where the capture point is. And it looks like someone else has had the same idea.
Enemy armor is damaged. We're losing power. Nice shot.
And one thing you can do as well, I've just used another one there, you get repair packs that can repair your modules. So on occasion you can get modules like your engine, your gun, tracks, things like that can get severely damaged. So you have to use like repair packs to be able to fix them. There you go, that's a Marder 2. So that one that wrecked me. Like I said though, it's got weaker armour, so it's less resistant to shots. I get distracted very easily. I think I've decided. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. Oh dear, I've been clocked.
One ricochet. Punches right through their armor. We've hit them hard.
So, by the looks of it, he's got a damaged track. So his mobility has been... Wow! Wow, that shot did a lot of damage. Jesus. But there's only one of them left now. He's running around somewhere. Yeah, so if you haven't played the game before, thought I should probably explain. The game type I'm doing at the moment... actually, to be honest, I think there is only one game type in the game. It's sort of like elimination and capture the flag at the same time. So you can either wipe out the enemy team, or you can capture the flag at sort of somewhere roughly in the middle of the map. I can't see. That's him. Oh, there we go. Gonna try and pick him off from range. Damn, I missed. Oh, shot. There we go. Yeah, so eliminate the enemy team, or capture the flag in the middle, whichever thing happens first, you win. Or if you sort of take out enough of a team and the time runs out, you know. Oh, just got another achievement. So yeah, let's back out. I still need to get another 81 of the experience points to be able to get the next tank in the tier. So I'm gonna do one more game for now, and then we'll stop the recording there. But I need you to let me know if you want to see this kind of thing, sort of like gaming videos. I've been trying out a load of my mobile games recently. We've got this. We've got there's a game called Madden NFL Overdrive. A few NFL fans out there. And a couple of other ones as well. And if you like the idea of me recording mobile games and put them up on the channel, let me know. It's always good to have feedback. And let me know how this recorder works out as well that I'm using on the Android OS on the S8. I've sort of played around with it a bit in the past, but I've never sort of recorded full-length games. So we'll have to see how it does. So yeah, this is the other map that I was talking about before, Fort Despair. It's one of my other favourite ones. It's got a nice good mix of sort of open gameplay, and when you get stuck in the middle of the fort there, it sort of gets nice and close, like nice urban combat. I do like the maps in this. I just think there need to be more of them, to be honest. Move up a bit more, see what we can see. We can try and get round behind them. Ow. Ow. Got pounded by something. That's what I was getting hit by. Panzer IV. That was a miss. The problem is, obviously, I can't. If I sort of back up behind this wall, maybe I can get him. Damn. Looks like that's another tank destroyer. Can't quite see from where I am. Oh! Thread the needle. Like I said before, if I with this tank, it's got sort of good hit points and good sort of average firepower, but an out gunfight with some of the heavier tanks in the game, it wouldn't last 5 seconds. It's one of those sort of ones where you gotta use cover to your advantage, sort of pop out from cover, take pot shots, See what you can do from there. The problem is, if I stick my nose out now, I'm going to get blasted. Ooh, back up, back up, back up. But my team are sort of advancing up the hill now, towards the flag. I think, if I'm going to survive, I need to get out there. Because at the moment, I'm just sort of... I've been discovered. Oh dear. And that's the thing, is he knows that he'd have me licked, that player. He's advancing straight on me. He's got an M2 medium. He's got a heavier gun, heavier armour.
Enemy armor is damaged. Nice shot.
All I can hope for is it. I was hoping that maybe I might get a good shell deflection. I might be able to last him out. If I'd had one more opportunity then for a shot, I might have taken that, but never mind. So, sorry pal, 1v4. Not gonna lie, I don't think you're gonna do very well. Told you. So that's 1 win to 3 losses. Not good, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'll keep practicing. I'll start working my way up the chain there, up the tech tree, start buying more tanks. And yeah, I might do this I might do like a road to Crusader or a road to. Let's see. So we've got Crusader. I quite like the Churchill. That's quite a nice tank. I quite like the idea of working towards some of the heavier ones like the Centurion. And I definitely want to have a play around with the tank destroyers. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the channel. If you want to see any more games, if you've got any games recommended for me, please let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do the bell thing. Yeah, catch you later. Ta-ra for now.